Peace, everybody. It's your goddess Free, and I'm here spreading love. And again, just here to remind you of the God and goddesses that reside within yourself, the gods and goddesses that you are, through reminding you of your self love. You know what I mean? So that you're pouring into yourself and truly embracing and embodying that self love. All right. As I say, as I've said in previous videos, and I'll continue to say, self-love is the way to truth. The more that you are pouring into yourself and the more that you're loving yourself, the more you're going to be closer to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because in doing so, you are moving more authentically, all right? And you're moving in a space of more authenticity. So, if this is your first time here, welcome in. This is your girl Free. It's your goddess Free, and like I said, I'm here, just pushing self love and helping you to remember who you are through self love, right? If you're returning, welcome back. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And also, please feel free to drop comments in the comment section down below. Again, building the community here. So I would love for us all to just be able to, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. So I was just speaking about authenticity, right? And right now, I want to speak on authenticity because right now is a time where I feel like a lot of us are being, we're kind of being tested, you know what I mean? To see, are you going to show up in your most authentic version, as your most authentic self, all right? And so when you are showing up and you're showing up with a mask, you're distancing yourself more so from yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but for those that it's meant to make sense to, it'll make sense, right? But the more that you show up with this mask on, right, the more detached you become from your authentic self. And the more that you subconsciously tell yourself that it's not okay to be yourself. Okay? So whenever we neglect to honor our true feelings, our true values, our true morals, what we truly feel inside, or whenever we decide to show up in a way that isn't in alignment with our true self, we are subconsciously telling ourselves that it's not okay to be ourselves. So you are moving more and more away from yourself, which pulls you more and more away from the truth. Because when you're wearing a mask, you're doing what? A facade. 333 on the clock, right when I said that. So it's whenever you're not showing up in your most authentic self, you're not honoring yourself. All right. And so that's letting yourself know subconsciously that it's not okay for whatever reason to show up as yourself. Okay? I told you I always have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something. But and it's always gonna be a good cup. I don't know if I said that one here or on my podcast. But if y'all follow the podcast too, you know what I mean, check that out as well. But yeah. So when you're not showing up as yourself, you're telling yourself that it's not okay to be yourself. And that's not the message you want to send to yourself. That's gonna distance you more and more away from the truth and more away from what's truly in alignment for you. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time you won't deter, you won't go too far, you know what I mean? You won't go astray too far. But I mean, that's part of the whole free will thing, you know what I mean? Because you have free will, when you're showing up as yourself, and when you're not showing up as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you always have the option. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you don't want to compromise yourself, or put yourself in a space of compromise where you're compromising your morals and your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it is taking you further and further away from yourself, and taking you further away from the truth. Because like I said, to fully love yourself and to know thyself is to know the truth. All right. And to love yourself, you know what I mean? When you love yourself, when you truly, fully love yourself, and again, y'all, I say it is so much deeper than this surface level stuff, like, oh yeah, I love myself and I'm pouring into myself in an ABC way. But it's like, it's doing the inner work. A lot of it is this inner work, you know what I'm saying? And so when you're truly doing that, you'll know. You'll just know. You'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll feel when you're not honoring yourself. You'll feel, you know what I'm saying? But the true self-love that you want to do, that you want to invest in and pour into is that inner work. You know what I'm saying? In whatever way that looks for you. You know what I'm saying? But it is truly just going within. But one of the best ways to pour into yourself and to truly expand on that self-love is authentically showing up as yourself. Just unapologetically showing up as yourself at all times. Learning to not put on a mask at any time. You know what I'm saying? When you learn to not put on a mask at any time, what isn't true will naturally get away from you. Do you see what I'm saying? What isn't in alignment, what isn't a part of your truth, what isn't a part of your journey it's not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll only be in alignment with what is truly for you, and that is your truth. You know what I'm saying? And I say it's your truth because everybody's truth is different. You know what I'm saying? You can only meet. I don't want to say that because it's a blanket statement, but it's very real too. I mean, you can only meet a person at their conscious level, or they're at the whatever it is that you are meant to do in this life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever truth it is that you're supposed to uncover in this life, right? I mean, because this is a continuous thing, right? And this isn't our first rodeo. Not mine. For some people, I mean, yeah, it could be. I'm not gonna dive into that. We'll dive into that another time. But yeah, just remember to I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. But the main focus is to show up as yourself. Make sure that each day, each time that you can, anytime that you're at all times, show up as yourself. Be authentically you at all times. You know what I'm saying? At all times. And I'm gonna say this because it keeps finding me. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. Okay? So if a person rejects you for being authentically you, it's protection. They're not meant for you anyway. Okay? And whatever aspect that they were supposed to be there for you, whether it's friendship, relationship, family, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Rejection is protection. All right. And when you're being your full authentic self, that's when you know who's really there for you, and because they love you and care for you, and who's just there for the person that you basically dumb yourself down, like, as, to accommodate that person, because that's what you're doing. You're just accommodating people and situations. When you're not showing up as yourself, you are just accommodating other people. You're doing it because you want to please somebody. Please, just don't worry about pleasing nobody. Just be you. Just be you. And trust me, y'all, that is one of my struggles, people pleasing. So I get it. But just be you. Just be you. Don't care about, don't worry about all the other stuff. Just be you. All right, y'all. Peace. I hope everybody, pours into themselves. May your cup runneth over. Again, remember, you can't pour into anybody else's cup unless you're pouring into yourself. And self-love is the best love. All right. And also remember, when you are pouring into yourself and when you are loving yourself truly, that is when you are uncovering truth and you are finding your path to you are on the path to truth. I'm trying to say it in the right way. But when you are loving yourself, you are uncovering truth. All right? Self-love leads you to the truth. All right. So, with that said, be well. May your cup runneth over. Peace. And until next time. Also, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment down at the bottom. Just say hi. I'd settle for that.